Hey everyone, welcome back to the Ketomo channel. I first want to say I'm really sorry for my delay in posting. It's been crazy out here. I've been helping a lot of people with this diet and trying to understand how to actually live it and use it and make it part of their daily life. Today's video is a little bit different than before. This video is going to be me sitting on the computer, honestly kind of explaining something about what the U.S. Foods Administration has said about keto and what they recommend and their diet guide to it. So I really just kind of want to break it down. Please, this is not to attack anybody. This is a lot of my own opinion and my own results of what I've kind of gone through and seen what other people have gone through. So let's get started. So step one, I got this from U.S. News Health, right? So this is U.S. News Health. They're meant to teach us how to be healthy. And the best part is people don't seem to understand how to use the ketogenic diet to be healthy. They just eat bacon and bad fats and assume that that's the problem, when in truth, they are the problem within the diet. And that's okay. Many people don't know and don't understand and don't know how, so they just have to learn. And knowledge is power and information here. And hopefully this knowledge can help you guys feel better, look better, and heal for the long run. So let's go through this article together. This is on U.S. News Health, and they rank the ketogenic diet as number 37th in best diets overall, and this is out of 40. So they think that this diet is ranked 37th out of 40. Their overall score is 2.0 out of 5. It's stressful to me because it doesn't make any sense, and I think they're missing a lot of information. But all right, let's go down this thing. So first off, they're saying that the ketogenic diet, the keto diet, emphasizes weight loss through fat burning, which is true. It is made that your body will be using ketones, and ketones burn fat. So the more ketones you have, the higher your fat burn happens. And the biggest thing to add to this is insulin resistance. Something to know, when you have a high ketones, you have low insulin. And that's where the real hormonal balance happens, because an insulin is a hormone. So if we lower that hormone, it allows the ketones to be produced, which in turn will burn your fat. So according to, I don't know what that is, by slashing the carbs that we consume and instead of filling up on fats, you're safely entering a state of ketosis, which is true. And that's when your body breaks down both dietary and stored body fat into substances called ketones, which we'll use for forms of energy. Something to note, you guys, ketones energy versus carbs, it is calorie. I'm looking for the calorie count. Maybe I should have had this pulled up prior. I'm so sorry. What I've seen is that ketones actually burn 9 grams of calorie per, where like a carbohydrate energy for glucose would only be about 4 grams of energy per, or 4 calories per energy gram. I said it weird. I'll have a better example next time. All right. Now, your fat burning system now relies mainly on fat instead of sugar for energy. This is such a pinnacle line that people don't think about. But if you're burning fat, which is stored in our body literally makes fat to store it. As our form of energy, we'll always have a lot of stored energy. But when you rely on sugar, which is an external source, your body will make sugar out of fat, but it needs fat to get there. So there's that cycle that people seem to miss and don't understand how that's going to work for the long run. While this is similar to familiar low-carb diets, the keto diet's extreme carb restrictions at about 20 net grams per day or less, depending on the variation. I do support that, by the way. I think the healthiest keto results I've ever seen are the 20 grams or less. And they deliberately shift you into ketosis, or what are set to include proper diet. In fact, other eating plans are pulled into the keto element. So if you find the full version like Dirty Keto Modified and several diet programs that incorporate keto-friendly products, I really, really recommend strict keto when you are in a state where your body is not healthy and you have high forms of insulin resistance. Once you adjust and adapt and get comfortable with it, then I don't, hate on people who switch to a dirty keto diet, because then it's easier, it's accessible, and that's okay. At the end of the day, we need to fix the hormone imbalance, and once that is adjusted and accounted for, it is easy to maintain and make it a long-term lifestyle. Okay? Now, let me keep going down this. This is crazy, and I've seen this through one of our stores here, but the ketogenic diet is used to reduce hard-to-control seizures in children. There's many people that come through that have used it for that, and it's beautiful to see that it's working for them. And there's a lot of studies, and they're coming out every day, that are suggesting that the possible benefits are for brain conditions. That's actually why I originally started this. The weight was just a bonus. It is the brain conditions to avoid things like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, and that's crazy because that runs in my family. So I like knowing that in the long run, I might have a less chance of having that problem. Okay? Now, recently, it's been used for the weight loss, right, by an Italian professor, by Sergi. I did not even know that. That's so freaking cool. I would love to meet this guy. In 2012, he studied about 19,000 dieters who received a high-fat liquid diet via feeding tube inserted down their nose. The study showed that an average weight loss of more than 20 pounds in participants, most of whom have kept it off for at least a year. The research reported a few minor side effects like fatigue, and I think that's just because they're lacking minerals. One thing that people don't seem to understand is on the keto diet, you need minerals, right? Because your body is expelling the old stuff. It's expelling the crap, so you need minerals, and if you're not used to having a lot of minerals, it's very, very important you drink electrolytes. You take electrolytes, you take the pink Himalayan salt, you have to adapt to that. That is actually how you can avoid the keto flu. Right? One thing, I totally agree because I've done it for the past couple of years. Many people feel less hungry on the high-fat keto diet, and that's because fat satiates your body. You are not looking for something that your body doesn't have externally. It has it, and it will always burn it. Right? Beyond weight loss, there was good news for diabetics management, so that's true. If you're type 1, type 2 diabetic, this is a way to improve it. Type 1, you can't really get rid of it, but at least you can still enjoy some of the items that are keto, like I can get you a brownie, a donut, things like that, right? And this helps by improving insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control for people that are following this diet in an early, still ongoing study. Now, however, in appearing, they concluded that, I don't even know what that is when it comes for obesity and diabetic. I don't know what that is. But let's skip that. So some things to note. Now they say the pros and cons. The pros, it's fatty foods embraced. It is awesome because that fatty food is delicious. And they can cycle in and out, which I don't always agree with. I think you should just do it for the long run. I do not believe it's extreme as they put that as a con. It's only an extreme con because you're force-fed crap all around you and it's all available. And then 2, strict carb limits. Again, I don't know why that's a con when the wheat bread we're eating is a poison. So I think it's not a con. That should be a positive, saying, luckily, that you can limit your carbs so much that you're going to be healing. So now let's go over what they ranked it as, which is crazy. 1, they ranked it as 37th best diet in total. Stupid. That's out of 40. Beyond crazy, my opinion. 2, they ranked it number 4 in the best fat weight loss diets. Stupid. It is literally the number 1 best way to lose weight. I have seen it happen with hundreds of people that were told by doctors they could not lose weight. That should be number 1. Next thing, it's number 19th in the best weight loss diets. Again, beyond stupid. That should be number 1. Like, I've seen people in a week lose 10 pounds. I've seen, the biggest person I've ever seen is 20 pounds in 1 week. This should be number 1. This should be number 1. Okay. Number 35 in best heart healthy diets. There are literally studies coming out, and I'll find them on the next video, that show that heart problems occur because of carbohydrates, right, and sugar. So this should not be number 35. I see that there's a lot of bias in this. Number 26 best diabetes diet. That doesn't make any sense because there is no other diabetes diet that's going to actually allow them not to be hurt over the long run. Taking insulin is not a solution to fixing diabetes. It is a solution to keep having diabetes and then just continue eating crap in hopes that it can fix that. That doesn't make sense. So that is beyond ridiculous. It's number 40 in best diets for healthy eating. That doesn't make any sense. It's the only diet that gets your body into ketone burning state, which has literally been proven to be a better form of energy for you, just like kilowatts are better than gasoline for the environment. And it is number 35 in the easiest diets to follow. I think that should be 40. It is the hardest diet to follow if you don't have the resource or understand the knowledge of it. Their full scorecard that they gave it was a 2.0 out of 5 in this ranking. And it's short-term weight loss. That should be a 5 out of 5. Long-term weight loss, if you stick to it, that should be a 5 out of 5. Easy to follow, that should be a 1 out of 5. Because it is hard for some people that don't understand or have the knowledge. But once you understand the knowledge, that should make it a 5 out of 5. And healthy, once again, this is the only diet that I have found or know that allows you to burn ketones as a form of energy, which entails should help prevent a lot of long-term problems. So this should be a 5 out of 5. From reading this, I feel like they're very biased about what they're doing, and some are going to say that I'm biased. But again, I've watched many people die eating a high-carb diet. I've seen men who could run miles and miles and miles and drop dead just because they've lived on a high-carb diet their whole life. Just something else to know. You can be skinny and still be unhealthy internally just because you're running on the wrong form of energy and you're oxidizing your body over time. I have my uncles who literally was, I think the most he's ever been overweight's about 10 pounds, and he died from heart problems, which doesn't make any sense, right? You're supposed to be healthy. He was always able to run. He had the ability, where the rest of my family who is overweight, they're dying because of their overweightness. He was not supposed to have that. He got lucky with his DNA. Regardless, the point of this today was to kind of go through what the U.S. News ranked it as and why. And honestly, you guys, this is just my opinion, so please do your research. But from what I have seen from people around me and people healing around me, this diet can be used to heal you long term. Just use it correctly. Make sure you take care of yourself. And if you need to see a doctor prior, get tested first and get tested after. But from what I have seen, there are now doctors recommending the ketogenic diet for diabetics, patients with heart problems, cholesterol. It is literally meant to fix a lot of those issues if done correctly. All right? And if you can sustain it for the long run, it is very, very easy to heal for the very long run. Thanks, you guys, for watching this video today. I know I was a little bit more angry than usual on it. I'm very happy, but this is just crazy to see people ranking it so low without much actual information or them doing it correctly. It's more so just somebody's opinion who believes that carbs are good for you, when in truth, these complex carbohydrates we're feeding ourselves and finding in gas stations everywhere is what's causing all these medical problems that people keep seeing, and they don't seem to understand or want to correlate them because, people in high places say that it's okay. But I don't recommend that. I think you should do your research. I think it doesn't hurt to try, even if you do it for 2 weeks, just to see if you feel better. If you feel more energetic, if it's doing all those things for you, then you know it's going to work for you in the long run. All right? Well, thanks, you guys. Please subscribe, like, comment below. Let me know what you think. Give me other ideas for videos. Please do not hesitate. I am going to start doing podcasts within this channel because there are people around me that are having great results that need to tell their story. All right, and if you are one of them, please send me an email. I'd love to do a video chat and discuss with you and see how your journey has been, what you like, what you don't like about the diet, and you can give me real pros and cons that are not just made up on a news article. All right, thanks, you guys, and thank you so much for watching the Ketomo channel.